So all you need to do is connect it up. You've got your two leads, one that goes into the bass part of this. You'll already know this if you've got one, and another lead that goes into the top part of the hi-hat, both obviously jack to jacks. And in the back, there's a hi-hat expression control input, and then just one of the triggers. So I've gone for trigger 1 as I have no other external triggers connected to the Pro at the moment. The next thing you do is on your patch, you're going to go into menu to kit 1, pad edit. And you may have seen from another video, you have to select which pad or external trigger you want to manipulate. So I need to select this external trigger, and you'll see because it's plugged in, it's gone to trigger number 1. So that's great. We're going to hit enter. We're going to go to filter. Call me old fashioned, but it is a hi-hat. I'm going to put a hi-hat sound on it. So go to hi-hats there. And then while the hi-hat is closed, I can start selecting any hi-hat I want. Now, obviously, with the pad closed, you want a closed sound generally, unless you want to play everything backwards. I commend you if you do. So once we've got a sound that we like, I'm just going to go with this one. Vivid hi-hat closed. That's 749 on the numbers. The reason I'm saying that is because I want the one next to it for our open sound. So now I'm going to go back by hitting enter. I'm going to go to layer B and hit enter. We're going to go for 750 then. And that's going to be the open version of that. Now what you need to do so that it knows the difference is hit enter from there. You're going to scroll right up to the top, and where it says layer type and it says mix, we're going to change that, keep going through. We're going to go to hi-hat there. Once you've selected your sound, you may want to change a few parameters by going to pad and trigger in. And then if I select the sound, you might not have been on this menu before, but it will know what type of trigger you've got in. So I've got VH-11, and that comes with its own parameters preset. You've got a few different things that you can actually change. And one of the cool things as well is you can see how hard you're playing every time I hit it. You can see that it goes right up to 127, which is, I don't know why that's the number they picked, but 127 is like the maximum power that you're going to get out of it. I've changed the sensitivity of mine a little bit, and I've also changed the threshold. I've brought it down because I didn't find it that sensitive. I still feel like it could come down. That's it, because I like to play quite soft as well. So it's nice to have that adjustment, because otherwise, you know, you find that you're hitting it soft and you're not getting anything. So it's kind of quite sensitive. It could be improved. I think there are better versions, to be honest, than what I've got. But
yeah, if you want to spend like 800 quid and wait 9 weeks.
So I hope that helps. If you've got one, you want to try it out, it does make it feel a bit more like a drum kit, you know. And if you're wondering where our bass drum sound is coming from, then watch my video about how to program patches. I'll put a link above.